Hi, and welcome to this tutorial. In this little video, I want to show you a few basic steps that will get you started in using Dividend Compass. So first, if you already have an account, you can log in with either Google or Facebook. If you don't have an account, you can click on register here, and you can register with either Google or Facebook. So since I already have an account, I will go back, log in with my Google. I'll choose my Google account here. And here we are logged in. So first you can see that the dark mode is set by default, and honestly, I love it, but you can go here and turn lights on. So you have the light mode here. Let me just set it back to dark mode. You can see we have no data here because we have no portfolio. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is going to my portfolios and adding a new portfolio. So let's click on add portfolio here. And I'm gonna call this Tech Kings. So I wanna have only tech stocks here. So let's say tech stocks only. Then I'm gonna add the portfolio. And there we go. So we have our Tech Kings portfolio. Now we're missing stocks, right? So I'm gonna click on add stocks and then add new transaction. And then I'm gonna start by adding, let's say, Microsoft. Okay. In here, you can select your number of shares. Let's say I bought 5 on say February 2022 on the 9th. And then I'm gonna choose my currency. Let's keep it US dollar. Then cost per share. I'm just gonna guess it here. Let's say 148.59. Then I will save my transaction. So now my transaction has been added here. It's still not added to my portfolio, so I will have to save it in order for it to appear on my actual portfolio. Now, before doing that, let's add a few more stocks. So let's add Apple. I'm gonna guess I bought 7 shares in August 2021 on the 13th. Let's say I bought it for 129.98. All right, let's add a last. I'm gonna go with Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google. Then I'm gonna suppose I bought 6 shares on October 2022, let's say on the 20th, and I bought it for $112. I'm gonna save transaction. So once I'm done adding all the transactions, I'm gonna click on save to portfolio. And now to see all the stocks that I've added, I'm gonna go back to my portfolios. And I'm gonna click on see portfolio on my Tech Kings one. We're doing pretty well, huh? 85% return, so we're doing great here. Now, we're gonna see much more detail each of the elements of our dashboard here, and also our header menu and what it tells us. Now, let's go back to our portfolios. Let's say that we have more than one portfolio, and we would definitely want to track that as well. So I'm gonna click on add portfolio on the top right here. Then let's get a little bit more specific. I'm gonna call this semiconductors. So I'm gonna say semiconductors stocks only, right? We're doing just themed portfolios because why not? And I'm just gonna add a few semiconductor stocks here. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna click on save to portfolio. I'm gonna go back to my portfolios Here we go with our beautiful semiconductors portfolio. Now, if I click home on the left menu here, what is showing us is our semiconductors portfolio value. If I want to switch to our TechKings portfolio, I'm gonna go here on the top right, click on semiconductors, and then switch to TechKings. And how about seeing how both our portfolios are performing together? I'm just gonna go back to TechKings here on the top right, and then I'm gonna select all portfolios. So this combines both performances in one graph. Now again, this is a general overview of our portfolios. If I want to go more in depth, I'm just gonna go back to my portfolios, and then I'm gonna go back into the screen where it shows me all the portfolio data. And we can also see our transaction data. So if I go on the left menu and I select transactions, it's going to show the transactions that we just added. Now, what if I want to delete a transaction? I'm just gonna go here, and then I will delete the Google transaction. I will confirm. And there we go. So if we go back to our portfolio, we can see that Google is nowhere to be found. What if instead we'd want to edit a transaction? We can actually go back to transactions and then edit our transactions here by clicking on the little pencil. For example, I want to edit my Microsoft transaction. I can go here. I will select the type. I will say I bought 10 shares instead of 5. And then the price was, let's say, 142. I will save the changes, and then it will immediately update our data. We can check back in our analysis section. And that is all for our little video today. If you have any questions, feel free to write to us on Discord or at support@dividendcompass.com. Thank you so much for watching.